Hey, me little ducklings. This is just an unannounced live stream that we're doing of the ducklings of the ducks eating. Okay. So wait, see if anybody's gonna come on. Hey, Angel. Hey, me little. Hey, Angel. You wanna come and eat something? That's his mate Tucker. Yeah. There's many people on here this time. Actually, I ain't seen anybody come on here. Yeah, normally we have at least one person by the 2-minute mark. But it's just a rainy day. Hello. This is just a optional Q&A thing. We're watching our ducks eat in the rain. So you got any questions, just ask us in the chat. And this is our duck Angel. He's the one that eating out of my hand. He's one of the first ones. On Amar Khan's. Hello, Amar Khan. I hope I'm saying that right. But this is, hey, is it Dennis or Denise? So beautiful, Amar Khan. Yes, hello. And I don't know how to say that right name, but hello there to whoever has that long name starting with an M. This is our ducks. And this is our duck Louise right here that's eating out of my hand alongside Angel. Louise was named in a live stream a few weeks ago. These are Kana ducks. At one time, when we first got them, they were endangered species. And we've helped breed them to the point where they're not. So this is also a Q&A thing. So if anybody has any questions they want to ask, they can. Or if you just want to watch the ducks eat. Well, Pinky, why do you have a leaf on your back? Pinky, I'm going to try. No, Pinky, you got a leaf on you. There you go. Where are you from? I am in North Carolina in the United States. That's where I'm at. And it is about to start storming here. But ducks have to eat rain or shine. And here comes the rest of them around. And yes, our ducks. This is our little Bantam. He was supposed to be a golden sea bright. Well, when I read the golden sea brights, the babies didn't turn out golden sea bright. that means that they're mixed with something else. But yeah, these are our ducks. Go ahead and eat. Yeah, anybody have any more questions? That white duck, the solid white one with the mud on her, that's our female Muscovy duck. She's the mama that had all these babies. We have several shorts about as they were growing up. Hey, Mary, quit biting everybody. Yeah. But yeah, she's our Muscovy female. And these 6 are her babies. And Angel, yes, I know you're looking at the food bucket. Yeah. They're all down here underneath our walnut tree eating their food for tonight. And that is our duck, Tucker. I raised her in my bedroom. That black one there, the white one. Yeah, this is also a Q&A if somebody wants to ask questions about them. If anybody wants to ask their questions in the chat, and I'll respond. And this is our largest duck on the yard, Elazar, that just came up. He's the daddy to all these babies. There he is with that pink, whatever it is, on his face. Whoever's doing the hearts, thank you. And these are Elazar, our largest duck on the yard. Like I say, this is a Q&A thing, so anybody want questions? And, oh, there's Jessie. There's a couple of our female ducks back here. Puddles, come join the rest of the flock. I know you're half blind now because you got injured. Puddles lost her eye. Yeah, this is a Q&A thing, so anybody got questions, and I'll answer them. Is the chat working, y'all? Because normally we have people asking at least something. Oh, the babies are in the food bucket. I think that's a little cute to see. They're deep in that food bucket. Yes, they are. Oreo and Jessie. They're deep in that food bucket. You know, I could just pick them up right now with the way that they're in there, and they would squall like crazy. Oreo, don't even try it because that's already full. Spot, I see you coming up. Let's see. Yep, I touched them and they panicked. Yes, you did. Jessie, you were not supposed to be in the food bucket. What are you looking at me for like that? Don't you peck my hand after being in the food bucket. And Louise, I'm sorry, your sister Jessie ate all the food. I'll have to go get some more. What species of ducks are they? They're baby Muscovies. The smaller ones right here are baby Muscovies. They're not full grown yet. Get out of the bucket. Jesse, what did I tell you about getting in the bucket? Yeah, they're not full grown yet. They're about 2 months old. And then the white and the black ones are Akana ducks. And it took them a few seconds to see the food. Elazar, don't you peck everybody out of the way. Muscovy's cool. Yeah. Elazar's our biggest duck on the yard. He's the daddy to all the baby Muscovies. And he doesn't like any of his kids. I had to pin him up. Hey, you remember it now, Dana? You were on our live stream this on Sunday, right? Well, welcome back, Dana. Yeah. Elazar, you're going to have to back up and give everybody else time to eat. Because you can't get all the food for yourself. And thanks. Well, thank you for coming back with us on this. And here is Oreo just looking at me, wagging its little tail. One interesting fact about Muscovy ducks, they don't quack. All the quacking and sounds you're hearing is from these Akana ducks. So our Muscovies do not quack one bit. Well, the dad duck is very handsome. Yeah. And he's in molt right now, so you can't see all of his feathers. But you see his new feathers are coming through right there. You see that white around it? They ain't finished coming through yet. So he's currently in molt right now. But he would have, normally, he would have a greenish color to his black feathers that would shine in the light. But it's not really showing up right now because he's in molt. But I had to pin him up for like a month while his babies were growing up. He'd peck at them. So I'd have to lock him up while they were growing up. Stop chasing your son, Elazar. And then right up here is our Benny chickens. And I don't know if you can see that or not. I named her Toe. She came to me and, well, she had a missing toe, so I named her Toe. She got feathers on her feet all the way down them. And this rooster, I don't know what he is. I named him Chihuahua. And that hen right there, I named her Flower. She's a golden sea bright hen, supposedly. Hey, Flower. She never took a liking to me. I think she was too old when I got her. It's raining outside right now, so our camera's having a little bit of time focusing. Yeah, Elazar, I guess you are liking this rain right here. Please, no. We have a little kitty that came to us and a bunch of hens that are staying the night with it. You done got your food. I didn't mean to scare you inside the barn. Let's see. And those are our quarantine pens whenever we got sickness on the farm. Silky chickens have features, feather coat. She doesn't look like a silky. She's special. Yeah, she's special. She's so small. Yeah, she's so small. I put my hand up there. I could literally fit her in my hand. That's how small she is. Yeah, she's so small. I could literally fit her in my hand. Hey, Chihuahua, say hi for the camera. That was you crowing. That was you crowing there. You going to do it again for the camera, or you just going to ignore me now that the camera's rolling? Typical rooster. Very, very typical rooster. This is going to be our one of our breeding roosters for next year. Hi, Bentley Villa Lobos. I say that right? But welcome to the chat. This is like a Q&A kind of thing. We're doing questions and answers kind of stuff. This right here is our rooster. Going to be one of our breeding roosters. And this is our rooster Tulip that I'm going to be using for breeding this coming year. He's the first one that had put a video when he was a little baby on the YouTube. So yeah, my first video was of him. How do you get your hens out of broodiness? I have a short on that, but simple answer is if they're broody, they go into these pens for about I have dog carriers. If I don't want a hen broody, I'll put them in the pen for about 3 days and feed and water them in there, just like this setup. Couple pieces of tin on top, cage on bottom, water bowl, food on the ground. But most time if it's in season, I let them hatch out, because selling chicks and selling chicks is the main way that I bring in funds for the farm. So most time I just let them hatch out, and I'll sell whatever babies I don't want to keep. But good question. Let's see. Good question, Joe. I dumped my hands in a bucket of cold water. Knocked it right out of them. Yeah. Well, if that works. I've never done that before, personally. And I swear, with ducks, I can clean out this water right here in these pools, and within 30 minutes, it will be muddy again. I promise you. This was clean this morning. These waters were clean. But that's ducks for you. And there is Tulip, our rooster, who we started the YouTube channel with. This is like a Q&A, so is there any more questions you just want answered, or you can put them in the comments and I'll answer them as they come in. Hello, how are you? Poultry farm in my backyard. I'm doing good. This is my setup. I have 2 breeding flocks. I have a free-range flock and have a fence all the way around the yard. Well, technically I should say I have a pasture-raised flock. So you can see them right here. And all of my ducks are out on the yard. This right here is going to be a yard rooster, meaning that he's just going to be out on the yard, breed with whatever hens are out here on the yard. And kind of more simulate a sort of like a wild population in a way. And that's our little sea-bright rooster that I named Citron I hatched out this year. And this is, let's see who you are, Pinky. You were named in 2 weeks ago in the live stream. And there's Jessie back there. Not Jessie, that's Louise. Jessie's a little bit darker. This is our sea-bright rooster, Citron. Anybody have any questions? It looks like you have a good YouTube. It looks good. I have a YouTube channel, Ochi's Farm. Okay, I'll see about checking that out then. Ochi Farm. I'll see about checking you out and look at a few of your videos. Oh, my hand fight, hand stop it. These Americanas are some of the worst at it that I've had in a while. They'll fight each other through the fence. And when I walk up, they'll stop. Yep, that blue hen right there. And Americanas are the worst for it. I know people say that they're nice and everything, but I'm like, the hens will fight each other. And here we are back underneath this is our walnut tree. Didn't do a thing to collect it, didn't do a thing to make it, but it gives us walnuts every year. And we're going to be making a bunch of walnut butter. But yeah, these are our ducks. Yeah. And hey, Angel. Angel's the one that's just about white with a black spot on his head. And there's Ducky. Hatched them out a while ago. You have a big poultry farm? In some ways you can say I do. Yeah, because I have guineas, chickens, ducks. So you could, for most people, I'd say that they'd say it's probably big, but it's still not industrial. We're not an industrial farm whatsoever. But yeah, we do live streams at least on Sunday. This is my first time trying one on Wednesday evening. And post at least 3 shorts a week. And I'm trying to do at least 1 video a week. So that's the goal for our schedule. And I say this is our first time trying a live stream throughout the week. We normally do it on Sunday evening. I'm looking at this and I need to get some of this cleaned up. Well, anybody else have any questions that they want answered? Anybody else at all got questions they want answered? I have subscribed and given you a like. Well, thank you a lot, Amano Ching. Thank you a lot for the like and subscribe. But yeah, sometimes my chickens might go crazy off of these kind of leaves. Sometimes they do. They're walnut leaves. You want to go crazy for it or not? Or you're just going to ignore it because it's rainy and it doesn't look as good as it usually does? Let's see. Yep. Well, normally they go crazy for it. But normally they go crazy for the walnut leaves, but today they're just ignoring it. Whoop, there's one pecking at it. There's one hen pecking at it. But like I say, this is still a Q&A session, so anybody got any questions they want answered? And see, I have pools up there for water for them. They would rather drink out of a mud puddle. But of course, anybody who's ever owned ducks knows that. They will find a mud puddle somewhere, and you have a perfectly good pool for them. They will look for a mud puddle to drink out of. It's more natural to them, I guess. I'd say, anybody have any more questions or comments they'd like to give? That's what this is. It's a Q&A for the farm. Anybody at all got any questions? Well, if that's the case, if nobody has any questions, I'll be cutting this off in a bit. And we'll end off with, yeah, this is a Q&A. Does anybody have any questions? I see a few more viewers that have joined on. These are our Conna ducks. We have Muscovy ducks. We have chickens, a couple guineas. Anybody at all have a question they want answered? It's rain. Is it rainy season there? It's all wet and mulchy. This is hurricane season where we're at. So there's a hurricane out in the ocean right now. How many chickens do I have? I actually have not counted them this year. And I know that sounds bad, but I haven't. I do know that I have 7 roosters though. Yeah, but it has been raining, I would say, for the last 48 hours. Oh, hurricane, southern United States. Yes, southern United States. We're not quite as south as Florida. We are on the North Carolina and South Carolina border. Yeah, last year we had flood waters come up to the back of our property when Hurricane Helene came through. And, all right, pretty, thanks. Yeah, we had the flood waters and had to, we didn't lose any animals, thankfully. We were out power for just about 3 weeks. But yeah, normally I dig, I used to dig, normally I dig ditches and drenches. so that the mud doesn't flow into where the chickens nest at. So I know you're seeing the runs, but I don't drench out the runs. I just drench the air. I just dig ditches around where it won't go into the nesting areas. Like, I don't know how well you can see it right now because Lisa fell into it, but this is like a ditch all the way down through here, and it stops it from going into their nesting area. But anybody else have any more questions? Oh, this is a rare thing. That's one of our guineas by itself. Let's see. Hey, Buck. That one's named Buck. I didn't know it was a female until after I named it, so I just never changed its name. But we don't have fire ants on the farm because of that fella and its flock. Yep. We don't have fire ants down through here. Are you going to go into the barn today, Citron, or are you just going to stay out? Going in the barn. Yeah, and we got a little kitten in the barn too. And these are our little sea brights all done up together. The banties. Sea brights, whatever those two are. But yeah, this is like a Q&A thing, so it looks like they're no longer at the walnut tree. So it looks like that they're all right here now. Anybody else have any questions they'd want to ask? It's late for me. Bye for now. We'll bye, Ochi, and hopefully we'll be able to you'll be able to come on and ask us some questions again. Mary, are you going to take your babies into the barn, or are you just going to have them huddle up somewhere else? Or are you just going to sit outside all night in the rain? Elazar, you're going to keep your family out in the rain all night? And see this is some of our chickens. That's one of our roosters out on the yard. And that's one of our hens that are out in the yard. They're in the pens because they're rainproof. Mostly rainproof. Elazar, quit chasing your baby. I will communicate. Okay. And here's a duckling out by itself. Not with its family, but with a different kind of duck. Well, it also looks like all my chickens have went to bed to roost by now, so their runs are empty. Of course, it is raining right now. No sound. Well, my mic's on. You're on mute. No, I'm not. I am not on mute. I don't know how you think I'm on mute, but I am not. because everybody else has heard me. I do not know how to make a comment of my own. I don't know how to make a comment of my own. Because everybody else heard me just fine, Green Hub. Well, if nobody wants any more questions or answers, hello? Yeah, Green Hub, I don't know what's going on, but I am not on any type of mute setting. And I do not know how to respond to you. Yeah, you can keep saying still no sound, but I am not on mute. Does anybody else hear me on here? So this person says I'm on what? Because like I say, nobody else has had any trouble hearing me. Can somebody else comment in the chat whether or not they can hear me? Hello, just put a thing on there. Can you hear me right now? Because I just done a thing for you to respond, because I don't know have a way of actually communicating. No, you don't. Well, that's the only way I know. I don't know what to do except change. Let's say I'm not on mute, so ducks. Okay, these are Araucana ducks, and these are the Muscovies coming up. Muscovies quack. No, Muscovies don't quack. Araucanas quack. Muscovies don't. JB, enjoy signature. Hey there. Beautiful, yes. Very muddy, but very beautiful ducks. And we also got some chickens in our walnut tree. They're moving on. Here's some ducks finding a mud puddle. Starting to get dark, so I'm going to have to quit it in about 5 to 10 minutes and head in. Oh, nice. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Because like I say, I'll be having to head in about 5 to 10 minutes because it's starting to get dark outside where I'm at. Are they hard to take care of? I personally don't think so. Because the main thing with them is have pools. You got to have pools for ducks. You got to you got to have nice and base feed for ducks. So basically, if you got plenty of water, you go get the right species feed. They're pretty hardy as long as you don't start inbreeding them. So, and I think they're nice to have. I do not pen up my ducks. I used to do that, but I don't anymore. My ducks just roam wherever they want. Okay, I got you. I had a couple of ducks with a child, but not since. Yeah, one of the things is that another thing with ducks, I noticed they don't do good in isolation. They have to have a group that they run with, or they just don't do well. I had one duck that was a loner, and she turned out dying really early. Ducks just don't do good if they're not a part of a flock, and if they don't get accepted in. I think that was it. I only had two. Yeah, it's very common. But here in North Carolina, where I'm at, the minimum they let you sell is 3 at a time. But that doesn't stop some. Like I say, this one right here, Elazar, and this white one I named Mary, they flew into the yard. I never bought them. They just flew in here and had babies. Are you really going to sit up there on top in the rain with no cover? You have so many places to stay, but it's raining and you choose the one place you're going to get soaked. With it being a rainstorm. At least she has the sense to get underneath something dry. Young's 3. Oh. Wait a minute. One of our guineas is missing. There is a guinea missing. Alright. Yeah, there's a guinea missing, which means okay, if this is really what I think it is, in 28 days we will be flooded with about 30 guineas. Where's your mate? Where's your mate at? Where's your mate? If she is on a nest somewhere, because she used to lay in the dog pen, so there ain't no eggs in there. That means that she's in the briar patch. I am not gonna like going hunting for that nest. But that's for another day. It's too dark right now outside. But yeah, this is our ducks taking a swim while it's raining. And his name is Jack. That one's name is Jax. We named our ducklings in live streams. We do that in live streams whenever we get new animals that we're going to keep. We name them in live streams. So yeah. Oh, and a Muscovy duck wagging its tail. That's a behavior that I've seen mainly in these types of ducks. They wag their tails. See? Little tail waggers. I don't know if you can see the little spot wag his tail. Here they are on the pole. Anybody else have any questions that they want answered? Because in 4 minutes I'm going to have to head inside. Or anything else they want to see over the next 4 minutes? Or you just want to see ducks in a pool? Well, if nobody wants to see nothing, and we only have 2 viewers right now, and I'm going to have to head in 3 minutes, then we'll hop off of here. And we'll be back for our next live stream on Sunday at 5:45 p.m. Rain or shine, we'll be there. So until then, we're out. About to end this off because I got to head in a couple minutes. But we'll be back for a Q&A on Sunday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Time. So join us back then. And thank you for the 4 of you that stayed through to the end.